Hi there and welcome back to Wade's Workshop. Today we're going to look at finishing off the push tool for the quick change tool post. I've had a few bits and bobs come through the mail. Good old eBay packet. And this has a brand new set of brushes for the chop saw. So happy days, we shall try those out. I've got a set of, well, I think it's 10 in there, 1mm cutting discs for the 4.5 inch grinder. It's going to save me a lot of hacksaw work when I come to make the subsequent tool posts. Pair of Koyo bearings, 28 diameter, 12 ball, 8 thick, proper Japanese bearings for the push tool. Banggood delivered, set of 4 milling cutters, all in little plastic tubes, 4 flute end mills. We'll see, it says HSS on them. That could mean something completely different to high-speed steel in China, or it could be just printed on a piece of aluminium for all I know. We'll give them a try. I'll give you my findings on those. Came in 4 individual packets, all in a plastic sort of Royal Mail bag. So yeah, they've arrived anyway. Quite good service, quite good delivery actually. About 3 days I believe. The push tool completed, all bar a few little treatments, a bit of deburring, a bit of edge movement. I'll show you the finishing off of that. I'm talking of surface treatment. I won't show you the label. A mystery black bottle. Surface treatment of bare metals, especially as I work in a shed, is going to be quite important. Normally I keep everything lathered in oil, you know, if I'm not going to be here for a couple of days, just to stop it rusting in the shed, especially this time of year in the winter with it being so moist. The shed itself is dry, but you're bound to get moisture. There's no permanent heating in here. So we'll go through a few little heat treatments and things like that in a future video, but the fluid has arrived. Right, so let's get straight on with it, and I'll show you a few clips of the turning and finishing off of the push tool. Just tap this M6 in the top. Make sure it's square. Looks good. Should be 10mm nominal, and it would pick up on the finishing cut. Just get rid of that. Right, look at the 21.3 for shoulder, so I'll just place that. There we go. Right. Shoulder now 8mm for the thread. Should be about 8 diameter, 8mm back. should be around about 6 diameter. Just check your diameter. Yeah, 6.01, okay. Let's do the shoulder. 8 mil. There we go. Little undercut. Break the edges. This start for the die. Then break edge on there. Then break edge on top of it. You turn that shoulder back a bit through it. Give myself more of a substantial head on the we won't call it a height adjuster, it's a height stop. Okay, 6 mil die now. Oops. Not a lot of stroke on the tailstock, so I can't get that close. So I'm going to have to rest the die holder handle on the okay. Quick cutting compound. Okay. Yep, M6 thread on the end. And that's that parted off. chamfer on top of there. Okay, I think we'll have quite a large one. Oh, nice. Drilling a hole, 8.5 diameter for an M10 thread. In the end of the block. I know it's on centre height because the drill is in the lathe spindle. The block is where it's going to be running always because it's on a fixed stop. I'm just going to drill this maybe, I don't know, 15 mil deep, something like that. Ready for the shoulder bolt that will hold the bearing. There we go. So I know that that hole is on the centre height of the spindle whenever that block is dropped in down onto its fixed stop. So I'm making the pins for the bearings. I'm going to start off major diameter 17 mil. Not fussy, but 17 mil nominal. Okay. Right, let me just face the end off. Give me a 0 figure. I'll set my DRO to 0. Right, so I want 10 mil of M10 thread to screw into the block. So that's 17. 1 mil on the DRO. Give me 15 diameter. I'll stop about 9.5 back and face the shoulder at the end. Maybe 9.8. There we go. Give me 13 diameter. Like that. This is a horrible bit of steel. The scrap I found lying around, it's an old axle pin, but it's tough, which is what I want. Should be about 12 diameter. Should take me to 11. Should be 10.5, we'll just check that. Actually coming out at 11 now. Reset to 0, I know I gotta go half now. That'll leave point 1 as the finishing cut. Take that now. I'll recheck that diameter. I'll reset that 0 because I know that's a nice round figure of 10. And machine that shoulder 10 mil. I'll put an undercut in now. There we go. Right, if I'm looking for 10, I'm looking for 12 here. And my bearing thickness is 8 mil. So I'm going to do another 10 mil shoulder. I'm going to 20. of the arrow. 19.8 again. My finish reading on my arrow should be 1 mil. And I'm going to leave this up a little bit, maybe polish it to size because I want it bang on 12 mil. Just hand feeding this. If my readings are correct, this should leave me near as damn it at 13 mil. I'm going to run a cut at that. See the scores on the doors. I'm going to place that shoulder while I'm at 20 and do a little undercut. That was a bit harsh. Okay, where are we? .01. Should be 12.5 mil. Should be 12.2. I'll get the make out on this. Okay, let's have a make on it. Where are you? There you go. .22. That should leave me at 12.08, near enough. We'll have another mic, we'll creep up on it. .05. .01. We'll have a little polish on there. I want to get it bang on 12 mil. If it's a hundredth under, I'm not too worried. I'm going to assemble it with a bit of bearing fit anyway. So let's just check out 10. 9.99, 9.99, something like that. And what was that in the end? 17.06. Okay. So a couple of break edges on there. Run a thread down there. Polish that to size. Give it all a polish up. Part it off. So I give it a little polish. I think we'll settle for that. Let's get you in focus. See if I can find it. Here we are, 12 on the nose according to the mic. So, we'll see. So as you can see, there's the two little spindles for the bearings. 12mm diameter. They're 10mm long for an 8mm wide bearing, and I'm going to have a little spacer in the back. We'll go through that next. There's the one and there's the other, and I filed a couple of flats on them just so that they can be screwed up, you know, to get a spanner on. So the bearings have arrived from my push tool, some Koyo bearings, made in Japan. You know, this Chinese rubbish, they're proper. Japanese make brilliant bearings as well as, you know, British, American, what have you. So Koyo bearings. I need to turn up some spacers because I've made the shank on the bearing spindles 10mm wide and the bearings are 8, and I want to space them away from the pusher block, so I need to make up some 2mm wide spacers. I'll probably make them about 1.8mm wide, little spacers, 12.5mm hole in the middle, skim the outside, probably 17 diameter, so we'll get on with that. First job, as always, face the end of the bar. Okay, I'll just skim this to a clean up and see where we get to. Don't need to go very far, I'm only going to part 2 parts off this. A rough bit of bar, so I'll take a couple of skims, I think. That's cleaned up. Let's see where we are. 16.87, that'll do fine. I wanted 17 or less. So I'll just break the edge. Okay. Next step, out with a chuck. Let's centre drill the end. I think I got a bit of dirt up there. No, we're all right. Let's have the tool out of the way. So I got centre drill ready. Okay. Centre drill the end of the bar. Centre drilled. Let's put perhaps an 8mm through. Need to go in about 10mm, something like that. As I said, I'm only going to part 2 pieces off, just under 2mm wide. A little fast there for a minute. No dig is that 10-12mm, that's fine. Right, got a 12.5mm drill here. Let's just bring the tailstock back out the way. That's a 12.5. Slow things down a bit. Let's get rid of the chuck. One thing with a small lathe, you need to sort of take everything away when you're not using it. I quite often take the tailstock off altogether as well. It's showing up a little burr on the face, so I'll just give that another little skim. Okay. Just use my deburring tool to a little chamfer on the inside edge. So feel of that. That's lovely. Right, parting tool. Where is it? There it is. When I get the new quick change tool post on, I won't need the Allen key for changing tools. Looking forward to that. Waiting on the material to come in for the tool holders. Let me just square up the parting tool. Can do this against the chuck. That looks good. I think it's a 2.5mm wide parting tool, this. Let's have a quick look. Actually measures up at 2.1. So for a thickness, if I just touch that face ever so slightly, that's hardly touching there. Set my DRO. 2.1 and 1.9 is 4mm. I'll lock off my carriage at 4. And part it off. Before I go all the way through, I'll just put a chamfer on the back edge. And I think for some reason that parting tool is a mile high. Again, that should be better. Won't have the problem of the tool moving around when I got my new tool holder. That's beautiful now. Something to catch it with. There's one. Just give that a tip more. I'll use a parting tool just to paste it off. Okay, 0 on the DRO, another 4mm. Jumper the top edge, little jumper on the inside, part another one off. Jumper the top edge again before I cut it off. Something to catch it with. And part the second one off. Okay, so it's 2 little spacer rings, just need to deburr them on the other side. Just check the width, I might have to face them up, and they're ready to fit. These are going to prove very difficult to hold if I wanted to put them in the chuck to get them square and what have you, to deburr them and take the burr out the centre. So I'm simply going to place them on a flat file, just remove that little burr off the back face from the parting off. As you can see, this one's got quite a large burr. Let me zoom you in on that. You can see there's quite a burr on the back of there. Okay. Oh, awkward. Trying to file my fingertips here. Let's just break the rest of it off. Okay. Here we are. Let's put a nice flat on my fingernails.